Sonia Miller of Junk Monkey Paint Company, and welcome back to my channel, my daily vlog called Living the Creative Life. So, who's been anxiously waiting for me to finish up this table? I've been doing it in stages, so you first saw me go ahead and begin with using our Junk Monkey milk paint, Miss Petunia. She's a wild child, that monkey is. She gave me a beautiful chippy look. In this video, I'm gonna bring you up to speed so you know all the steps that I did to get this gorgeous look, but she is not even finished yet because today we're gonna finish her off, then I'm gonna decide if I'm going to keep her or sell her. There are still some pieces that I come across and that I do and I'm like, okay, all right, I need to keep that. This might be one of them. We'll see what happens. But either way, we're gonna finish her off today. So I first started with putting a layer of Irish Eyes Junk Monkey milk paint, our very own milk paint on it. Here's a quick clip of me doing that.
Right now, what I'm doing is stirring my paint up at the bottom of this mason jar. So it sets up in the very first 10 minutes.
And that is how it's looking as of today. Looking mighty fine right there. Oh, Miss Petunia. We love a good crazy monkey. It's fun to play with our two lines of paint, with the milk paint and the chalky style paint, because they give you different looks. One of you guys told me that how you like to think about the two different paint lines that we have is, let me see if I say this right, chalky paint sticks, milk paint chips. Yes, it does, especially over shiny, glossy surfaces. Miss Petunia likes to fall off and just have a complete field day. Now I'm gonna go ahead and begin the process of the top part, which is gorgeous shabby chippiness. And then we got some shabby, gorgeous, just colorful boho layered looks up at the top. How I got that was taking my palette knife and my favorite colors of my Junk Monkey chalky style, picking it up on my palette knife and going to town. Here is a quick clip of me doing that so you know exactly what went down to get this look. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just pretty much down the middle somewhere, put some paint out right there out of each one, and this is why I'm using spoons today. All right, and so now what I'm gonna do with my paint pull is use my palette knife. We're gonna take from the middle and we're gonna basically pull it over to the side, okay? And then as these colors touch, they're gonna give us some beautiful, beautiful blends. Yeah, isn't she darling? So I have to tell you that honestly, I could have had this table done all in that very same day, but I decided to do it in stages because I've been so busy around the Junk Monkey here getting happy mail out to all of you guys across the country, and now of course we ship into Canada, so it's been, we've been busy monkeys. But now I'm gonna go ahead before anybody comes in today. It's nice and quiet here in the shop. We're gonna film, we're gonna knock the rest of this table out, but honestly it only takes probably, like, before I was even finished, all the painting parts of this tabletop was already dry with where I laid down the paint with the palette knife. So just know your table can honestly be dry within 30 minutes and you can keep your process flowing from there. So I'm gonna go ahead now and continue on, set up my camera, and we'll continue from this part. But look, isn't that just beautiful? Yes. All right, just wait because there's more. Could it get any better? Like, yes it can, because we can continue to just stress that gorgeous layered shabbiness from here. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is grab from my sand block stash. You guys know I tell you all the time that I love to reuse my sand blocks. Yes, you can wash them, by the way, but I love to keep them and use them as much as possible until the grit is entirely worn down, and then even then I can use it for a polishing pad, right? All the supplies that I use, of course, guys, you can find at junkmonkeypaint.com. 24/7, shop in your pajamas. I'm gonna go ahead and distress this piece at this point. I've already played with the chippiness and got a bunch of it off in some parts, but I haven't even touched the tabletop up here yet, so I wanna really give it a nice, just a really nice good sweep over with my sand block to really just get it to lay down nice and flat. Just know that with both of our paints, with the milk paint and with our chalky style paint, you can buff them down with a sand pad and get them down to a nice buttery, flat, smooth finish. Guys, I have to bring you in closer and show you just this beautiful brown, just, you know, wood coming through here. That is what I'm aiming for. Here's another spot. Do you see that? Like, oh, we love it. We love it, don't we? Ah, just that gorgeous distress love. All right, let me keep going. Just watch, because I started to go ahead and distress over here. Remember, this is the milk paint down here, so it gives me just all these beautiful chipping and flaking looks. And it's so easy. So do you see just that beautiful shabby chippy with Miss Petunia just lets go. Right here, my style captivated in one look, right here. Oh, shabby boho colorful. I'm coming for you. Now let's get all of the sand dust off of it so we can begin the seal process. Boy, I love how she is looking. Now is the time, well, once we got everything in place, I always tell you guys that sealing is like taking a picture, okay? So make sure you get your earrings on, your necklace is on, your collar's all straightened up just the way you want it to be, then snap the photo, AKA then put on the sealer. So in this case, because it's a coffee table, it's high traffic, I am going to want to grab for my banana peel polyacrylic sealer, okay? Think about ladies out there, you know how tough acrylic nails are. It is the same sort of thing. It's like putting a banana peel or an acrylic top to preserve and protect your beautiful creation. It's nice and wipeable, and for all the pushing and pulling, and I'll probably be, you know, munching on this. I say I because it's probably gonna come home with me because I love it so much. All right, let's go ahead, grab our banana peel, and I'm gonna grab a stir stick. Remember, always stir your paints, always stir your poly, because heavier parts of your poly can settle to the bottom. And so we wanna make sure that it's combined just nice, okay? So let me stir this up real quick. And the next thing I'm gonna do is grab for one of my favorite Wooster full coverage brushes. These are always listed on the website as well. I use them for paint and I use them for poly because I love them that much. So for this piece, definitely for the top part up here, I'd want to put like maybe 2 coats. You can put as many coats as you want, but I like to do at least 2 on surfaces that are going to get a lot of use. The legs, not so much. So I can go with 1 coat for the legs, 2 coats maybe for the top, because that is where the protection is going to be ultimately needed. So I'll start at the top first, work around the legs, and then come back to the top. Your poly looks like this when you open it. Just know that it dries to a nice, clear, flat, matte look. Guys, I'll show you the second and give you an overview as it all sets up and dries clear. But the most awesome thing about when you put sealers on top of our milk paint or our chalky style paint is the pigments. You've sanded them down and you've really muted the colors out. But the moment that you go ahead and you put your sealer on the top of it and it dries, it's just like, boom, all those really rich color pigments, they just pop through and it's like, hello, it's me. The other reason I love to use banana peel, especially when I'm about to seal things like our milk paint that chips and flakes, is once you've sanded and Miss Petunia has done her work and fallen on the floor, when you go ahead and you put a strong polyacrylic over the top of it, it just preserves the look where it is, right? So basically, you stop any more chipping and cracking, you stop Miss Petunia in her tracks, and you preserve her just like she is. I'm gonna show you. That's where she likes to fall. From your furniture, down on the floor. That's Miss Petunia, right there. Wild child, what did I tell you? So let's go ahead and seal her in place and let her stay right there. Okay, so by the time I just finished going around the bottom down here, I now see that my top is drying nice and clear. So it's still finishing up drying, but do you see just how vivid those pigments are?
Oh my goodness. I love it so much. Love it so much. All right, let me go ahead and put my one more coat on once this dries, and then I'll be back for the final reveal.
I am done. I turned my fans on. I went outside. I watered my flowers, came back in, did a few things, and now she is all dry and ready to go. It's amazing. I think I paid like either $3 or $5 for this table. I'd had to go back and look, but either way, $5 for a table. Heck yeah, sign me up every single day of the week. And to think that you can take a piece that's brownie frowny, turned into a beautiful work of art. Nobody else out there will have the very same piece as you, and you're able to do it in the like the colors, the style that you want. Say it with me, the power of paint. So hopefully you guys follow these steps so that you can do it too. All is left is to stage it. I pulled out the painter's tarp from below it so you can kind of just see it sitting on a regular floor. And honestly, now you can stage it up. I pulled some candlesticks. This is just some antique lace distressed candlesticks. Can you imagine these with some beautiful candles sitting in the middle of my table? Wouldn't that be absolutely beautiful? Or maybe even, I also have a vlog on here where I showed you how I glazed these jugs and made them look super, super antiqued. Wouldn't that be beautiful as well as maybe a centerpiece? One or the other, pick something that just floats your boat. Is the bee's knees. All right, I'll bring you in for one last close-up look so you can see it completely done. And honestly, probably the next time you'll see this table is in my house. So I'm probably gonna bring it home with me. I'm like, at this point, 95% sure, and it's growing on me by every single minute. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I am here daily, serving up some inspiration, some fun, some junk and travels. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Do you love this finish? Would you have a finish like this in your house? Would you try this finish? Like, give me your thoughts. See you guys again tomorrow. Bye.
Sweet.